Hi class, hi students. My name is Kendra and I'm a teacher on Verbling. I'm teaching you from rainy San Francisco, California. If you can't add the class quite yet, just sit tight. You'll be able to add in a few minutes. Just to give you a heads up, the first 2 minutes are reserved for premium account users, and those are students who have upgraded their Verbling accounts, which allows them to make reservations within the first few minutes of class, so they don't have to wait for that blue button to turn green. And when you upgrade your account, you get unlimited reservations, $25 a month. It's a pretty cool service if you want to guarantee a spot in your class. So I suggest that you check it out. And if you want to do a trial session on Verbal Premium, you can get reservations very easily. So definitely give it a shot. So who's our first student? Alex.
Do you hear me?
Hi there. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah, fine. And you?
Good, thank you. What country are you from?
Russia.
From Russia. Okay,
Yeah,
welcome.
from Russia. Yeah, thank
Very
you.
good. So we're going to wait a few more minutes for students to join. Looks like another one just added. Tiago.
Hello.
Hi there. How are you?
Fine. And you?
Well, thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
From Brazil.
Yes.
Cool. Welcome to class. So just to let
Thanks.
everyone know, this is I'm teaching a series of classes, and this is number 5 out of 15. And it's quite all right if you miss the first 4 lessons. It's okay. You can still join this one. And I'll review what we've learned so far once other students join. So just wait a few more minutes. Have you guys used Verbling before? Tiago and Alex?
Is the third time?
Your third time?
Yes.
Cool. What about you, Tiago? How many times have you used Verbling?
Yeah, about Alex, you mean?
Nope. Tiago?
Hello. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay,
sometimes
sorry.
I don't
Oh,
understand
okay,
very good.
Alex.
Alex, it's my 5th time. Do you hear me?
5th time. Cool.
Fifth,
Awesome.
yeah.
All right. So now we got some more students to add. Let's wait a few more minutes. There are many classes going on at this hour now. There used to be just 1 class per hour, and it looks like there's 4 during this hour, which is pretty cool. Verbling is growing. Lots of students are using it. Okay, so let's go around and introduce ourselves again. My name is Kendra, and I'm teaching you from San Francisco, California. So let's start with the first student, Albert.
Hello, my name is Albert and I'm from Spain, Barcelona.
From Barcelona, Spain. Very cool. Nice to have you. Welcome. And then we have
Welcome.
Alex. Could you introduce yourself again to the class, please?
Yeah, I'm Alex. I'm from Russia. I'm 20.
Good. And then we have Calvin. Oh, Calvin, your microphone's on mute, so we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was
Can you
muted.
take it off mute?
All right. Yeah, so
there
my
we
name
go.
is Matt. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, it's pretty laggy.
It's okay, we can hear you. Where are you from?
I'm from China.
From China.
Hi,
Very
everyone.
cool. You're my first Chinese student.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess this website is blocked in China.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's blocked. So, but I'm living in the UK, so
Ah, okay. Cool.
yeah, Scotland to be specific.
Oh, Scotland. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then we have Tiago. Could you introduce yourself to the class again?
Okay, my name is Thiago. I'm from Brazil, and I'm using this website because you'd like improve my English because I don't understand the listen very well, and I need improve.
Ah, okay. Very good. Well, welcome to class. And then we
Thanks.
have another student. Let's see. I don't know how to pronounce your name. It starts with a W. Is it Wazho?
That's not my name. That's the name of my school. I'm sorry. My name is
Oh, okay.
Julia, and I don't
You're
know how to fix it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Here, I'll just make a note of it over here. How do you say your name? How do you spell it?
Well, it's Julia.
Julia? Okay, great.
Well, in my language, it's Julia, but you don't have to do that.
Oh, I can do it. Julia.
Okay.
Julia. Okay, cool. And then we had, looks like another student, Abdullah.
Hi,
Hi there, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Well, thank you. What country are you from?
Um, um, I'm living in Germany, but I'm originally from Turkey.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah.
cool. So are you learning German and English?
Actually, I was born and grew up here in Germany, so I can speak German.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Very cool. Multilingual.
that's it.
Then,
Yeah.
and then we have one more student who just added Repair.
Hi, I hate Google Hangouts plugin. It just crashed on me like several times. Seriously.
Oh
The
no,
first time though,
I'm sorry. I had a few issues starting the class, and it was something on Google's end. So hopefully we won't have too many more problems.
yeah, if anyway the problem presents itself to any of the students, just reinstall the plugin. This is the solution.
Oh, okay. So where are you from, Repair?
Um, from the same country as the majority of your students are.
And where is that?
The majority of the students in the class, they are from. Okay, sorry for puzzle. Sorry for the quiz. I'm from Russia.
Russia. Okay. I think I just had one other Russian student.
No, two actually. Julia is also from Russia because it's a Russian name. No, where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
From Poland.
Ah, jak się masz?
Cool.
Jak dела?
Okay.
I speak Russian as well.
Cool.
All right, everyone. So in the Verbling chat, in the Google chat, I'm posting the document that we're going to be using during class. So here's the link. And I'm also going to be screen sharing it right now so that everyone can view it at the same time. So let me switch to that mode. Okay, can everyone see this okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Good to go?
Yes.
The font's large enough? Okay, good. All right, so like I said, this is lesson number 5 out of a series of 15, and it's okay if you missed the first 4 lessons. So just to give you a preview about this episode, in the last one, Kate, who's the main character, approached her residence Dawn. Residence Dawn is a person who is in charge of freshman students in their dormitory. So Kate is a first-year college student. She's a freshman. It's her first year at university. And she's living on campus in a co-ed dormitory. And co-ed means boys and girls living in the same building. Not the same room, but in the same building. And she has a complaint that she needs to tell him about. So she complained that she was having trouble studying. And that's because her roommate, Yuki, always has an entourage. Entourage means a big group of people. So Yuki always comes back to the room that they share, and she always has a lot of friends with her. She always has someone with her. She has an entourage. And Alex, who is the Don, he's the guy who's in charge of the dormitory. he thinks that Kate is overreacting. Does anyone know what this word means, overreacting?
I don't know what it means.
It means to behave not exaggerated behavior, not proportionally to what has happened.
Right, exactly. So if you overreact, you're making a bigger deal than necessary. Your emotions are exaggerated. Good. Uh-huh. And he suggests some solutions, but Kate insists that she should move into a single room. She is almost demanding that she has her own room to herself. She doesn't think that Yuki is going to change. She doesn't like her situation. She wants out. And so in this episode, in this lesson, first year, number 5, short on cash, Kate brings up the issue with her mother. And the one thing standing in her way is cash. So currently she shares a room, so she pays less. And if she wants to live on her own, she's going to have to pay more. And we'll find out if her mother is going to help her or not. So does everyone understand so far what has happened and what's going to happen this lesson?
Yes.
Yeah, all good? Okay, really fast though, before we jump in, we have a new student who just added Amit. Amit, can you hear us? Oh, I can't hear him. Okay, so let's go down. We're going to get to a dialogue in a little bit, but first I'd like us to define some new words that are going to be in the dialogue. Some of these are phrasal verbs, some of these are idioms, and I'm going to have each student read one word and its definition out loud to the class. So let's start with the first student, Abdullah. Could you please read this highlighted portion?
Okay, to get along, to be happy with one another.
Good. So if you get along with another person, that means that you're content. It's easy to hang out, you're happy with one another, you enjoy each other's presence. To get along. Good. Albert, could you please define the next one?
Yes. To see eye to eye, to agree or to see things in the same way.
Good. So if you see eye to eye on an issue, that means that you both have the same opinion. You both agree on something. Good. And anyone can stop me if they have any questions about the words or the definitions. Let's go to the next student. Alex, please, the next one.
Dough, just money.
Good. Yeah, so dough it's informal, it's slang for money.
Okay.
Good. And then Amit, can you hear us? Amit, I think your microphone might be on mute and we cannot hear you. Can you take it off mute? Okay, let's move on to Calvin. Could you please define the next word?
Sure. Student loan. An amount of money that a student borrows to help pay for schooling.
Good, excellent. So student loan, that's where you take money out specifically for education. Good. And let's, we have a new student, Enrique. Enrique, can you hear us? People's microphones are not functioning today. Okay, let's go on to Rapier.
I can hear you, Kendra.
How do you change your name on Verblink? I don't really want people confusing my name. Confuse my name every time.
I'm sorry, what is your name?
Never mind. It's just the actual question. Do you know how to change the actual nickname on Verblink? Is it possible?
Probably. It might be maybe it's your Google profile.
Yes, I didn't actually sign up. I just logged in with the Facebook.
Huh. And is this your name on Facebook? Because maybe
Yes, it is. Okay, yeah, I got the problem. Maybe I will try to re-register.
okay.
Sorry, what page are we? Sorry, things are tight. Things are
Yes.
tight. There isn't any extra money.
So if let's say it's the end of the month and you need to pay some bills, and then the first of the month you need to pay rent. Around that time, things are kind of tight. Money isn't there in huge amounts. You have to be careful with how you spend your money because things are tight. Good. Let's go to
I don't know
Tiago, the
if
next
you
one,
hear me
please.
now, Kendra.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who said something?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah,
Enrique.
Enrique. Hi there. Could you
Okay.
introduce yourself to the class and tell us where you're from?
I'm from Colombia and I am a teacher, a math teacher.
A math teacher. Very cool. All right. Could you please, Enrique, could you please define this new word for us? The highlighted section on my screenshot.
Okay. Cover the cost
And what does that mean?
to pay for.
Good. To pay for. To cover the costs means to pay for. All right, let's go back to Tiago. Could you please define this?
Me? Me?
Yes.
Okay. To fit in, to have room.
Good. To fit in means to have room.
I don't understand.
So let's say for example, let's say you're packing a suitcase and it's quite full, and then someone comes up and says, do you have room to fit in these extra pair of shoes into your suitcase? Will they fit in there?
Okay.
So if there's a pretty small space and you're trying to create room, create space, make sure that things fit in one little spot.
Okay.
Or let's say someone's driving a car and there's 5 people and there are 6 seats in the car. If someone doesn't know how large the car is, maybe they think it can only hold 3 people, they might ask, do you have room for me to fit in? Can I fit in your car? Can you take me? Is there room? Is there space for me?
It's like, for example, borrow a place.
Oh, one more time. What was your question?
It's like, for example, borrow something.
To borrow something. No, not exactly. It's more, oh, look, someone wrote a good example. You can fit in your dress. So, in the Verbling chat, let's say you have a shirt and you've recently gained some weight. And so the shirt is now kind of small. So you're wondering, oh, geez, am I going to be able to fit in this shirt? I may be too big for this shirt.
Okay, understand. It's like, for example, if have space to put something.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks.
Good. Yeah, no problem. All right, Yulia, was that you who wrote the dress example?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. It's is that how you in the Verbling chat? Is that how you spell your name?
Oh, that's the actual phonetics of it. So that's the letters from my language, and it basically says Julie.
Okay.
The sounds actually.
Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. Could you define this one for us?
To whip into shape to get something ready.
Good. To whip something into shape means to get everything ready to go, good to go. We have this idiom that I'm going to write in the Verbling chat in English, and it's to dot your I's and cross your T's. So that means to get everything into shape, everything in order, to get everything ready. Good. Okay, let's go back to the first student. Abdullah, could you please define this?
Yeah, settled. I'm sorry.
Oh,
To be under pressure, to feel stressed.
So you can be under a lot of pressure either at work or university, or maybe your family is putting you under pressure. If there's pressure involved, then you feel very stressed. Good. Okay. I'm going to take a question from the Verbling chat right now. Max says he has a question, but I don't believe he's currently in our class. What is your question, Max? And let's go on to the next student, Albert. Could you please define the last word for us?
Yes, settled, feeling comfortable with new surroundings.
Good. So when you settle into a new place, let's say it's a new apartment, once you feel settled, that means that you feel comfortable. You feel good in your space. It's now your own. At first it was brand new and things were unfamiliar, but now you're feeling settled and very comfortable in your new surroundings. Good. All right. So does anyone have any questions about the words and definitions that we just reviewed?
Nope.
No? All good? Okay, so let's move down to the dialogue. And here, all the words that are bolded are the phrases that we just reviewed. So I would like 2 student volunteers to read aloud the dialogue. Who would like to be the part of Kate?
Me, can I be Kate?
Okay, Yulia, you can be Kate. And who would like to be the mom?
I would like to.
Okay, go ahead. So we will take turns. You guys will go first during this first round, and I'll correct your pronunciation if need be, okay? So everyone listen to the students read the dialogue. Go ahead.
Remember I told you about the form I filled out at the housing office last week, Mom?
All right. Is your roommate still bugging you? I know you two go off to a rocky start, but I figured you'd find a way to get along.
Believe me, I've tried. Yuki and I don't see eye to eye on anything. Anyway, my application was accepted. I'm moving to my new room on Friday.
So you need us to come down and help you move, do you?
Not exactly. What I need is a little extra dough. The other room costs an extra 200 bucks a month.
That's what your student loan is for, dear.
Mom, I need that money for tuition and books. I'll have no money for groceries if I use my student loan to cover the extra room charge.
Things are a bit tight here, love. You may need to consider a part-time job.
You may need to consider.
Yep. What did I say?
Oh, it just sounds like you kind of muffled these words together. So consider
thanks.
a part-time job.
You may need to consider a part-time job.
Perfect.
A job? Didn't you say you wanted me to concentrate on my studies?
Well, yes, but if you're really serious about moving into a single room, then you'll have to find a way to cover the costs.
Good.
I don't know how I'm going to fit in a job. Sorry.
I'm sorry, it wasn't cost. You have time to hang out with your new friends on the weekends, dear. I suggest you whip that resume of yours into shape.
I guess you're right. I'll do anything to get out of this room.
It might be good for you to get a part-time job. You've always worked better under pressure.
I guess you're right, Mom. I'll start my job hunt as soon as I get settled into my new room.
Good. Excellent. Good reading. Does anyone have any questions about what happened in the dialogue? Does everyone understand the dynamic going on between Kate and her mom What is,
I have
yeah.
one. Why
Yeah,
is
go
the
ahead.
mom so stingy?
So stingy, well, perhaps the mom has bills to pay of her own, or maybe they have other children in university, or maybe one of the parents doesn't work. There are multiple reasons why the mom can't help her daughter out with $200 a month.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, of course, go ahead.
About the phrase whip somebody or something into shape. I just Googled it, and the dictionary says it means to improve quickly, to quickly improve something. Is it what means, or?
Yeah, so if you it can be both. So here, let's scroll up. So to whip something into shape can be either to improve or to get something ready.
Right.
So let's say my room is a disaster. There's clothes everywhere, the furniture is in the wrong place, and I say to myself, "Oh my gosh, I need to whip this room into shape. I need to get it ready and make it right and have everything in its place and get it clean." Or I could let's say I'm studying for an exam and I only have a few hours and I really need to get a good grade. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to whip these notes into shape. I'm going to make some flashcards. I'm going to study really hard and I'm going to do this. You can do it that way. Or let's say I have decided it's my New Year's resolution. I want to go to the gym and work out. So it's my goal to improve myself physically, so I'm going to whip myself into shape. I'm going to get some muscles. I'm going to be really lean. Does that make sense? There's a few different ways in which you could use this idiom.
Yeah, sure.
Good.
Thanks.
Do I have two different students that would like to read the dialogue and practice their pronunciation?
Volunteer?
Yes.
Me.
Okay, you can be Kate, and who wants to be the mom?
I can.
Okay, go ahead, you two, and I'll correct your pronunciation.
Okay, but I don't know how to speak it very good.
Oh no, take your time, go as slow as you need, and if you can't correctly pronounce a word, I'll help you with it. This is your place to learn and make mistakes, so no rush. You don't need to go fast.
Okay, thanks.
Uh-huh.
Remember I told you about the form I filled out at the housing of last week, Mom?
Good. So here, this word is filled. Good. Okay. Keep going.
All right. Is your roommate still bugging you? I know you two got off to a rocky start, but I figured you would find a way to get along.
Good.
Believe me, I've tried. Yuki and I don't see eye to eye or on anything. Anyway, my application was accepted. I'm moving to my new room on Friday.
Good.
So, you need us to come down and help you move, do you?
No, exactly. What I need is a little extra dough.
Good.
The dough. The other room costs an extra $200 a month.
200 bucks.
Bucks.
Good.
That's what your student loan is for, dear.
Mom, I need that money for tuition. Tuition and books. I'll have no money for groceries if I use my student loan.
Student loan.
To cover the extra room charge.
Good.
Things are a bit tight here, love. You may need to consider a part-time job.
a job? Did you say you wanted me to concentrate on my
Studies.
Well,
studies?
well, yes, but if you're really serious about moving into a single room, then you will have to find a way to cover the costs.
Good.
I don't know how I'm going to fit in a job. I'm already behind in my reading.
You have time to hang out with your new friends on the weekends, dear. I suggest you whip that resume of yours into shape.
I suggest you whip.
Whip.
Good.
I guess you're right. I will do anything to get out of this room.
It might be good for you to get a part-time job. You have always worked better under pressure.
Good.
I guess you're right, Moon. I will start my job and as soon as I get settled in,
As soon as I get settled.
I hunt as soon I get settled into my new room.
Good. Great. Good job. All right. And does anyone else want to take a chance, take a stab at reading this? Do I have 2 more student volunteers? Everyone good? Okay, let's move on to the comprehension questions. So let's start with number 1, and I will ask Albert. Number 1, have Yuki and Kate found a way to get along?
No, they didn't find it.
No, they did not find a way. Okay, and what about Alex? Number 2, please. What does Kate's mom think Kate is going to ask for at first?
So sorry. For money, no? For dough.
At first though, Kate's mom asks, "Do you need help moving?"
Oh, Kate's mom, sorry. Yeah, help moving, yeah.
And then Kate says, "No, actually, I'm short on cash. That's what I really need help with."
Okay.
Okay, and what about Calvin? True or false? Kate's student loan will cover the extra cost of having a single room.
No, according to Kate, no. She said no.
Yeah, Kate said no. She uses that extra money for
tuition and books.
Tuition and books and groceries as well.
And groceries, yeah.
Good. All right.
I have a doubt there.
What was that, Enrique?
Yes, because the loan cover the extra the room, sorry, but she says they need the money for book, but the question is if the loan cover the extra cost. So I think the question, the answer is true.
No, so in this case, go ahead.
Because the test said the money covered the extra cost, but she doesn't want to use that money for that.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Because the mom is arguing with Kate, saying that is what your student loan can cover. But Kate is saying,
yes,
well, I've actually already delegated and planned out my money so that the certain money I receive from my loan is actually going towards multiple outlets. And one of those is groceries, one of those is tuition, one of those is my room. And so she's already divided and budgeted out the amount of money that's necessary for her to live. But now she needs an extra 200 because that's not in her budget of her student loan. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So maybe Kate could cut back on her spending, not spend so much on books. Maybe instead of buying brand new textbooks, she could buy used textbooks, which are cheaper. Or maybe for groceries, she would cut back on her spending. Maybe she wouldn't go out to restaurants as often. So there could definitely be ways that she could cut her spending and save so that she wouldn't have to take out additional loans. But from this dialogue, we don't quite know. And so we're going to say that it's false, that her student loan currently will not cover the extra costs of having a single room.
Okay.
All right, let's go on to the next student. Repair, please. Number 4. What does Kate's mom mean by things are a bit tight around here?
By things are a bit tight around here, she means that the money, the mom's budget is not fitting well into her salary.
Yeah, it means that that money-wise, things, they're not overflowing with money. They can't just give Kate an extra $200 a month because she has financial obligations that she needs to be responsible for. Good. And then we have Tiago, number 5. What suggestion does Kate's mom have for Kate in relation to affording the single room?
Because she will find a way to cover the cost.
And what is the mom suggest that Kate does in order to cover those costs? What's her solution?
Because she will has time to hang out with her friends.
Okay, so the question is, Kate's mom suggests that Kate does something in order to pay for her new single room. And what is that? What does she say that Kate needs to do?
Let me see.
It's towards the end. It's towards the end of the conversation. Right here, I'll highlight it in the dialogue. The mom says, if you're really serious about moving into a single room, then you'll have to find a way to cover the costs. And yeah, she's saying that you're gonna have to. Oh wait, no, it's right here. The mom says things are a bit tight here, love. You may need to consider a part-time job. So the mom is saying, all right, well, if you're very serious about this single room, I suggest that you go out, find work, and work a part-time job.
Okay.
So that's the answer to number 5. That's the suggestion that Kate's mom suggests to her daughter. Does that make sense? Tiago?
Oh,
yeah, you got it? Okay, good. And let's go on to... Oh.
Like I have some problems with understand the listen.
Oh, no worries. This is why you're here. You're learning.
Okay.
No need to apologize. All right, and Yulia, number 6, please. What does Kate need to whip into shape?
I think her mom means like her life, because she said that she didn't have enough time to work, so because she was meeting her friends and everything. So her mom was suggesting that she basically reorganizes her life so that she can find time for friends on the weekends and for working and studying and everything.
Yeah. So in general, she needs to whip her life into shape, but specifically, the mom says right here, resume. I suggest you whip that resume of yours into shape. But I would definitely agree with you in terms of the mom is also hinting at, okay, you need to get your life together, you need to get organized, you need to set your priorities straight. You know, whip everything into shape. Good. Let's go back to the first student, Abdullah, number 7. According to Kate's mom, how does Kate work best?
Well, Kate works better if somebody push her into her limits.
Exactly. So she works better under pressure.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you work better under pressure?
No, it's the opposite.
You get too stressed and just nothing happens.
and I do lots of mistakes, make lots of mistakes if I'm under pressure. Unfortunately.
Some people really thrive when they're put under pressure. For example, myself, if I have a lot of deadlines, a lot of due dates, I need to get certain things done and I need to give certain projects to people by a certain time, I work really well under pressure. It makes me be more organized and more on top of my work. But I know that for some, it's the opposite. They just get too stressed or they can't handle juggling all these different tasks. So it just kind of depends on your personality. So let's go to Albert, the next student. Last question. What does Kate agree to do?
She agrees to look for a job, a part-time job.
Exactly, yeah. She decides that, yes, I really want this single room, so I'm going to whip my resume into shape and go look for a job. Excellent. Does anyone have any more questions about the dialogue, the interaction between Kate and her mom before I move on? All good? All right. Okay, so let's move on to these discussion questions, and then we're going to save the last few minutes of class to do a pros and cons analysis. But let's answer these first. So we already got Abdullah's answer to number 1. Do you work better under pressure? But what about Albert? What about you? Do you work better under pressure?
Not really. I don't like to be under pressure.
Okay.
You have to stay 8 hours at work and someone is trying to push you and always asking for a deadline. It's a bit stressed.
A bit stressful.
Stressful, yeah, sorry.
Good. What about you, Calvin? Do you work better under pressure?
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry.
Are you okay?
I was coughing.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question?
The question is the one highlighted is, do you work better under pressure?
I do. Just like you just said. If there are quite a lot of deadlines coming up, I usually work more efficiently than. Yeah. Yeah.
Good. All right. What about the next student, Enrique? Do you work better under pressure?
No. No, definitely no.
It's very interesting. It's either you're one way or the other. Either yes, you thrive under pressure, or no, you crumble. So it's again, it just depends on personality, I think. All right. Let's go into the next question. If you were Kate, would you ask your parents for financial help? Let's go to Rapier.
I would just strip them out or off.
Oh, wait, what was that?
I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I don't know, it depends on the situation. I guess in the US there are more possibilities for one to work, to find a job. Here, I don't know. Here it is tight. Depends. I guess yes.
Yes, you would? If you were in Kate's position. Good. And what about you, Tiago? If you were Kate, if you were in her position, would you ask your parents for financial help?
If you were kid, would you ask your parents? No, in fact, I prefer work.
Yeah, you would just go
Yes,
out and find a job. You wouldn't bother asking
yes,
your parents.
yes. I don't like to ask, for example, financial help for my father. I prefer looking for a job.
Uh-huh. Good, good. And what about you, Yulia? If you were Kate, would you ask your parents for money?
It depends on my parents, well, Kate's parents' financial situation. So if I
Yes.
knew that they had enough money to help me, I would definitely be lazy and ask them for help. But
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
if I knew that they didn't have enough money, which is actually the reality of the situation in this
Right,
case, I would try to limit my entertainment, going
right,
out with friends and stuff, and work.
right. Good. Okay, let's go back to the first student, Abdullah, number 3. Are you a person who usually gets along with others? Why or why not?
Um, well, actually, I get along with people.
Uh-huh,
I'm not starting any troubles, or I'm patient,
uh-huh.
and and yeah, I'm a nice guy.
Good, good.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Calvin? You have a clown face on right now. Are you a person who usually gets along with others?
No, I'm not.
No, you're always causing
I,
trouble?
no, I mean, I'm kind of harsh the way I talk, and
Ah,
I'm a little too honest with 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 people. You know, if you made some mistake, I'll be straight up point it out, and I don't know, I'm just too honest sometimes.
yeah, so you're a little harsh or a little direct, maybe more direct than people are used to.
Yeah,
But in a workplace, sometimes it's necessary for someone to be that person and point out the mistakes.
yeah, but
And so,
somebody hates it.
yeah, that's true. It's a delicate balance. All right, let's go on to number 4. Have you ever been short on cash? What did you do, Enrique?
Yes, sometimes I ask for time of my uh, the people I have debt.
Oh,
I
wait,
ask
well,
for more time.
oh, okay, you asked for a little bit more time to create the funds.
Yes.
All right, and let's move on to number 5. Um, looks like we have a new student, Nilsela.
Yes.
Hi. Could you
Hi.
answer number 5, please? What would you need to do in order to whip your own resume into shape? Can you improve your current resume, and if so, how?
Oh, teacher, sorry, I just arrived. I am
Oh,
trying
okay.
to. Sorry, you can
Oh, yeah,
put
no
another
problem.
person. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Sorry.
Uh-huh. What about Tiago? Could you answer the last question, please? What would you need to do in order to whip your own resume into shape?
For example,
How would you improve your resume?
yes, I will improve my skills
Uh-huh.
and try to be an excellent professional.
Uh-huh.
For example, I will looking for something for to my resume be different to the another resume. Did you
Uh-huh.
understand?
Right, yeah, so you would have to to really make your resume shine and stand out compared to the other ones. Exactly. Good. All right, so the last few minutes of class, I thought it would be interesting to do a little pros and cons. Is everyone familiar with this term, pros and cons?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
For those of you who said yes, could you please define it for the class?
Yes,
Like
pros is
advantage.
advantage and cons is disadvantage.
So pros are advantages. So these are the good things, and cons are disadvantages, the bad things. All right? Oops, I spelled that word wrong. So pros and cons. These are the good things and the bad things. Let's start with the first one. And anyone and everyone can just shout out and answer. So working part-time while studying. What is an advantage to doing this? So in Kate's situation,
you earn extra money.
Yeah, so you earn extra money. But what's a con? What's a disadvantage to working part-time while studying?
Less time to study.
Get
Right.
distracted.
Less time to study, more distracted. What's another pro?
You have work experience.
Yeah, gain work experience. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. If you're studying and only studying, but then you're getting a large loan, what's an advantage of this situation?
You can
have
focus
more
more on your
time.
studies.
Oh, what was that?
Sorry?
Well, sorry, what was the answer? Who said a pro?
Are you asking me or?
Oh, anyone. I just heard a few voices at the same time.
All right. So the pros of studying while getting a large loan is you have more time concentrating your study.
More time to concentrate on studies. What's another advantage?
You can save money.
Yeah, you can save up money.
Yeah.
All right. And what's a con? What's a negative or a disadvantage to studying and getting a large loan?
You have to pay interest.
Yeah, paying interest on the loan. What else?
If you might become insolvent if you can't repay the loan.
Right, you get into a lot of debt. All right, excellent. Okay, so I'm about to teach another class in a few minutes here, but before I go, I will give you the link to my Verbling Facebook page. I'll put it in the Verbling chat and also the Google chat. And if you like my teacher page, that's where I post videos of classes that I've taught. It's where I post the documents that I use in class, and then I update my status with future classes or current classes. So if you want to follow along, you can like it there. If you have any questions, you can always shoot me a message through that page. So I'm about to start a new class in a couple minutes.
Kendra.
Maybe I'll see a few of you in there.
Okay.
Yeah. It was nice to meet
Thank
all
you.
you. Thank you.
Nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet you
you.
too.
Nice to
Bye-bye.
meet you.
Bye.